I'm sitting here. It's 8 o'clock right now in the evening. It's a Friday night. And you know, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know what? I need to hear some Greg Lake right now. I need to hear some Lake tonight before I go. So listen, that's what we're doing today. We are listening to ELP, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, not Powell. And we're going to listen to Hallowed Be Thy Name. We listened to C'est La Vie. And I figured let's just move on to the next track here because I need to hear some Lake right now. Sometimes you're just in the mood for something. And right now, that is what I'm in the mood for. So let's go ahead and listen to the track. We will for sure talk about it after. I hope that you guys are having a great evening, great afternoon, wherever it is, however it is. As well. Let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll talk about it after. Here we go. Okay.
In focus, not the first, not the last. Hallowed be thy name.
Man, ELP are just so cool. Because they're a band that takes risks. They try things differently than the norm. Even when they, like, what would you describe this as? Like, it's like a jigsaw jukebox jazz joint of a song. with heavy Beelzebub blues kind of inspiration in here. It is just so, it's so interesting. Like, you gotta give it that. Even if you don't like it, you gotta say that it has a unique sound to it. It really does sound like, I mean, Beelzebub blues is actually a great way of describing how this kind of sounds. Greg, I think, sounds so cool here. I think he sounds great in general, no matter what. He's just one of those vocalists that I enjoy listening to. And here, it's no different. I love when he goes onto that part where he holds the note out, and then the rest of the orchestra, which is, by the way, a big part of that jigsaw, because that is the puzzling abstract pieces that are flying about in this music. But especially at that moment, it's like the music descends into this kind of chaos as his singing ascends and sustains with that one held note that he does at the end of each verse. And I just like that kind of like that separation of paths, basically. As he goes up, everything else comes down. I think that's really cool. The music kind of moves at a very similar pace throughout, but as you would kind of expect with ELP, they add so many little nuances in there, whether it's Emerson playing on the keys there. Of course, Greg, his bass playing is fantastic in here. I really like it. Besides just the thump, the bump, bump, bump. Besides that, he fills it in a few times. And then, of course, Palmer on the drums there is always fantastic to listen to. But this one really feels like more of the atmosphere of it, which is so like playfully dissonant, devilishly dissonant. That's a great way. Someone write that down. Devilishly dissonant. That's what I'm going with on this one. Let's look at the lyrics here. There may be an O in moment, but there's very few folk in focus. The lyrics on here are so funnily written. Also, maybe because of some of those seemingly complicated orchestral bits, it reminds me a little bit of King Crimson here. I mean, obviously there's a connection, but, you know, like musically, it fits a little bit. Not the first, not the last, not the least. You needn't be well to be wealthy. He's having so much fun with these words. But you've got to be whole to be holy. Fetch the rope, fetch the clock, hit my hat. Fetch the priest. Oh, this planet of ours is a mess. I bet heaven's the same. Look, the madman said, son, as a friend, tell me what's in a name. Hallowed be thy name. I give you the state of the statesman and the key to what motivates them. On the left, on the right, on the nail. Still, I don't see a man in a mansion that an accurate pen wouldn't puncture. Isn't this so, like, these lyrics are so good. Go to town, go to hell, go to jail, and there's bars and saloons where the jukebox plays blues in the night till the madman says, son, time to go, we could both use some light, and thy will be done. I'm not going to read every single lyric here, but the madman and I got drunker till both thought the other, thank you. And we laughed all the way to the stars. The optimist asked for a taste of the pessimist wine. And the madman said, son, how do you feel? I said, me? I feel fine. Lead me into temptation. I don't even know exactly what the lyrics are about, but just the wordplay within them is really, really fun to listen to and fun to read into. That's good. This is a good track. This is a fun track too. Let me know what you guys thought, however, in the comments down below. Follow me if you wish over on Twitter. Support the channel if you wish. Over on Patreon. thank you for being here. And if you wish, come back tomorrow. I'll be here. Will you? I mean, you should. All right? Have a great rest of your night, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.